She was only 19 when they told her the decision had already been made, that love was a luxury meant for other girls, not for daughters born into debt and silence. And as she stood on the porch that frozen morning holding a bouquet she never asked for, her hands shaking more from fear than cold, she felt her childhood slip away with every slow breath. The man waiting behind her was a stranger with a weathered face and eyes that carried stories no one had bothered to explain to her. A man known in whispers as hard, distant, dangerous. The kind of man women were warned about, and when she was married to him without ever being asked what she wanted, she learned quickly how loneliness could exist even when someone slept only a few feet away. Nights passed where she lay awake listening to the wind claw at the cabin walls, expecting anger, cruelty, or regret. But what came instead was silence, deep, patient, respectful silence that confused her more than fear ever had. He never touched her without permission, never raised his voice, never demanded affection, and that kindness unsettled her because she had been taught to fear him. Weeks turned into months. Winter melted into spring, and slowly she noticed the small things he did when he thought she wasn't watching, the way he left food by the fire when she forgot to eat, how he repaired her worn shoes without a word, how he stood between her and the cold winds during long rides, and yet she kept her distance, guarding her heart like a wound that had never healed. Until one evening, on the anniversary of a marriage she never wanted, he placed a small wooden box in front of her hands and told her it was her wedding gift. Her breath caught because she expected jewelry or something that symbolized ownership, but inside the box was a folded stack of papers, legal documents granting her ownership of the land, the house, and her freedom, signed and sealed, along with a letter written in uneven handwriting where he confessed he never wanted to cage her, only protect her until she could choose her own path. He wrote that if she wished to leave, he would help her pack before sunrise, and in that moment the silence shattered. Tears fell, not from fear but from realization, because she finally understood that the most dangerous man she had been warned about was the only one who had ever truly given her a choice. And as she stood there crying, with red roses in her hands, she wasn't mourning the life she lost. She was grieving the lie she had believed, that strength was loud and love was cruel, because sometimes the quietest hearts carry the deepest devotion, and sometimes freedom is given, not taken.